Right, hi team, my old fellas travels. So I can hear it already. Old fellas travels, really? No, it's not old fellas travels. Well, it is. The goatie's gone, and it'll stay off for a good while. At this stage, I'm not even sure if we'll ever grow it back. So that's the first thing out of the way. So it's going to be a fairly short video. So the cruise is just about finished. It should be finished. It's in the paint shop now. They said it'll spend 3 days in the paint shop, getting all tidied up, and I should have it back by Wednesday, and that being Wednesday being, I think it's the 27th. So come February the 27th, nearly the end of the month, I'll have the cruiser back. So at that point, if you've watched any of my previous videos, the ball's going to begin to start rolling. The snowball's going to kick off, and it'll gather some momentum as it gets larger along the way. Now, I've already spoken about, some health problems that I'm dealing with, that I'll deal with this year, and, a couple of other things. I don't want to go into that detail, not because I consider it personal, but I just don't want to be putting it out there. It's not a flavour that we need to have on my channel, I think. So we just want to talk about, what's coming up, the good things, the travelling that I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll be able to maintain my subscriber list that I suppose has been partially built by my prospecting videos. Now, firstly, prospecting, there won't be any prospecting until about May at this stage. Having said that, there will be a lot of activities. I'm planning some travels. There's things I've always wanted to do, but by prospecting, so I haven't been able to get to do them. I want to see all the coastline from all the way from Augusta, down the bottom WA, all the way through up to Lake Argyle. So there's going to be a lot of coastal stuff going on, a lot of fishing, because I love me fishing and I've been missing out on that. A lot of time on the beach camping, have a bit of fun with Barnes, because Barnes deserves a hell of a holiday after 8 months out bush every year, tied up to the camper while I'm out there trying to make a living, looking for gold. The cruise is going to be sold. That's going. Planning on buying a new D-Max 2024 model D-Max. Woo. Looking forward to some of that technology, some quietness. There'll be a journey involved in that. So this year will be around building that D-Max up to a proper tourer. And I'm still not sure on how that's going to work out. I don't know whether I'm going to build a vehicle that I'll just use the vehicle and travel, whether I'll just continue to use the camper, the Dot camper, which I love, but I hate towing, by the way, or whether I'll buy myself a small van. And it all depends around, some of the early trips travelling, shakedown trips, I suppose, with the D-Max, on how I'm going to travel this time, because it's a little bit foreign to me at this stage, because I'm so used to being in the goldfields so long and shooting away for 3-week trips down the coast or back in Perth to see the family and such. So saying that, what's this year going to look like? Now I've planned it out now. I've got a plan for this year, and it will involve a little bit of prospecting. Trust me, I will get back to the goldfields for a little bit of a swing before the year's over, or before the hot weather comes in later in the year. But the channel structure won't change, but what will change is there'll be at least 2 videos a week. So there'll be the normal weekend video that will now come out Friday. It will be released Friday, be out midnight for Saturday. That'll be the normal videos, like the camping I might be doing, or fishing, or somewhere of interest I'm looking at. And some of the interests that I'm looking at will be some of the old prospecting mines too, because I'm very interested this year to get around and look at those really old mining sites. I just love dropping cameras down the holes and that sort of thing. That's going to include this trip as well. So I'm going to have a trip to Kew this year, and from Kew I'll base myself out there. I want to look at some of the old mines, some of the old substantial old historic mining sites, and some of the historic towns too that don't normally, a lot of them get on everybody's trip up there, but I want to go and hit some of those more remote ones that people don't tend to get to. And we'll give a little bit of interest probably for the prospecting guys too. So I'm going to get a better setup, and I'm going to be dropping my camera down mine shafts. That will become a midweek entry. So The Saturdays will be the normal travelling stuff. Midweek will comprise of 3 different items. Now, you know, I love Australia. I bleed the characters of Australia if they cut me open. I love this country, but I'm 67. I've seen the changes over a long period of time, and I've got to tell you, I'd like to say Australia is one of the greatest countries in the world, but I've got to tell you it's going to shit. I might get a bit of flack for that, but anybody that's been around, anybody that's over 45 will know what I mean. The government's screwing the guts out of us. You know, they're trying to take our rights away. They're trying to drive us in digital currency so they can tell us when we can even go and buy another batch of meat. You know, how much fuel we can use. It's all coming. I'm not a fanatic, guys, but I know myself that it's changed. So, one Wednesday in the midweek episodes will be content around what I've known growing up and what's changed, you know. And I suppose for the younger people that are getting out there, it might be a little bit of a wake up on how it used to be and what it's like now, and maybe that some of the offerings that we're getting for a future technology lifestyle aren't going to be as good as what they are. So it won't be a whinge session, it'll be a factual session about things that I know, or things that I disagree in terms of when I was growing up as a young fella and a middle-aged man, and how the future's looking. The other video midweek will be a review. So there'll be reviews. I've got about 4 reviews lined up that I have to do. One being on a bit of drifter gear, the drifter bag for the Starlink. Starlink will be another review as well. But I did have the Starlink carry case, and I've gone to the drifter one. I'll show you that. It's a crack of a case. I love it. I've used it for about 6 months now, and I would never go back to anything else. So I'm going to talk about that. So I'm excited about this year, guys. I'm finally going to get kicked off. I'm finally getting the cruise back. I'm finally getting things sorted. You know, I know where I'm going health-wise and what the, you know, how I have to make sure I don't fall off the perch going forward in the future. And there's going to be some changes to the channel, but the changes will still include something around prospecting. I might even do something on trial abide, and I might even throw up where I found some of my better pieces of some of my better patches over the last 3.5 years. I might lose a couple of friends over that, but if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. There's a lot of people trying to get out there and start prospecting now, and I'm sure that 1 or 2 of those people has probably been based on what they've seen on my videos. And I wouldn't say I'm far from the most successful prospector, I'm far from the most experienced, but I've done all right over the years. Apart from last year was a shocker. I think I said I ended up finding 3.5 ounces, but I realised later on that when I did my tally I got it wrong. It was actually 5.5 ounces, because I forgot about 2 ounces I found at the start of the year in 2023. But that's neither here or there. It's the new old fella without the beard, who's probably looking about 10 years younger, and a crap load better looking too, don't you think? Anyway, so that's about it. I've probably spoken too much. I tend to rabbit on a bit. I've got a little bit of Mr. Buckaroony in me. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention too, I should have made a list. I knew I should have made a list. Is there's some people I follow that I've met some a couple of times, and they're just fantastic. You know, they've got channels, but they're fantastic travellers, fantastic people. And I'm going to talk about some of the people I follow and admire. And I'm a Patreon of 2 or 3 of them. And I follow a lot of people, which for somebody that actually is a content creator, which I'd like to call myself now or going forward, is something that's kind of unusual, because most of them that are working hard and making a living out of their channel, which isn't my intention. I'm not driving into this for money. I'm driving this for enjoyment and being able to share my life now. I've got a drive to share my life now with people more than ever. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm making about $6.50 a month. So I'm cracking on. Can't even buy coffee for that. But anyway, it is happening. If it happens as part of it's just part of YouTube, to be honest. But I'm not out to make a fortune out of it. I'm out to build some content and hopefully stuff that'll bring some more interesting stuff in for some new people and keep some interest in for you guys that are out there prospecting. And I want to bring a few more. I'll see if I can introduce a little bit more comedy as we go. Anyway, guys, that's it. Enough for rabbiting on. All right, team. Thanks for following me. You know, for all you guys that have followed me as a prospector when I was full time, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. I have some great comments from you guys. You know, the Fat Bass and all you guys out there, you know, you often make a comment, and Savage Prospecting, oh, well done on that great find too, by the way, guys. But all you guys that I've communicated with and that follow me, I really appreciate it. I hope I don't lose too many of you due to the topic changing, but I understand that if you just don't find my channel of any interest anymore. But there will be, just hang about if you can for as long as mid-year, guys, because there will be some prospecting stuff going on. And there I go, totally off tangent again. I should be wrapping up. See you guys. Thank you very much. Stay safe. Look after yourself. Look after your health. It's an important thing. Have a few beers. I can't drink beer anymore. It's killing me, I've got to tell you. Maybe a bad choice of words. But anyway, let's rock on with the 24-4 season, starting late for the old fella with the new look, the gone goatee, and maybe a new pair of glasses soon as well. Take it easy, team. Thanks very much. I appreciate all your comments, all your viewing, and all the time you've put in for me. Hope to see you throughout the rest of the year. Hope to see some new followers come on, and let's hit it with a crackerjack of a start. See you, team. The old fella signing off.